Thank you very much for the invitation. Shipping is not always in the spotlight, and it's a great opportunity to discuss about sustainability in the sector. My organization is based in Brussels. We're the voice of the European ship owners. We represent the ship owners towards the EU institutions. One of the points we're making is, I don't know how many people know in this room how many ships the European ship owners own. It's 40% of the global fleet. And this should be considered as a geostrategic asset for Europe. This makes the EU, the Europeans, Europe, a leading force in the global supply chains. And the point we're making is that shipping is a cornerstone of European security, energy security, food security, supply chain security. How countries like Germany managed to bring down the gas imports from Russia over the course of 18 months by ships, by transporting gas to the European countries, to Germany, by ships, by using all those ships as floating LNG terminals. Going to the sustainability discussion, as you mentioned, the IMO decided to develop a strategy, to develop the measures so that emissions from international shipping come down to net zero by 2050. And at the same time, that was a historic agreement. And one of our main points is that we need to see a level playing field between the EU and international regulations adopted at IMO level. At the same time, the EU has introduced the so-called Fit for 55 package that has at least 3 legislative proposals, regulations now relevant to shipping: the EU ETS, the Fuel EU Maritime, and the Renewable Energy Directive. This is a very ambitious package. Shipping will be, for the first time, part of the European climate targets. And as ship owners, we recognize that we should contribute also our fair share to the European climate targets. What is missing, though, is the requirements for the energy providers, for the fuel suppliers. We need all hands on deck. And we need also to make sure that clean and affordable fuels will be available in the market as soon as possible. And this is why we intervened last week. As we speak, the European Parliament votes on the new CO2 standards for trucks. And there was a push by some political parties to open up again there was the standard proposed by the Commission, and the choice made was to go electric for the truck sector as well, and hydrogen. However, there was a push to open up the standards to more biofuels, and to additional hydrogen-derived fuels. As ship owners, we said, no. We need also clean and affordable fuels for the shipping sector. The shipping sector, as you mentioned, is one of the most difficult to decarbonize. We need also to talk about funding and about financing. A previous panel was about green finance. When it comes to financing, we've got the taxonomy regulations, which is a set of rules that define what is a green investment in shipping. Unfortunately, there we saw that, for instance, a main criterion was about the cargo carried by a ship, and not about the energy performance of the ship itself. And we also need to deal urgently with the Basel III rules. Ship finance has migrated to other jurisdictions, mainly to Asia, over the course of the last 20 years, and this has also security implications for Europe. We need to build again a strong ship finance industry in Europe. Last comment, the beating heart of shipping, which is our seafarers. Recent studies have found that in order to upskill and reskill in the context of the energy transition, the seafarers, this number will be up to 800,000 seafarers by the mid-2030s. This is an enormous number, and it will require an enormous effort. But the energy transition is also a great opportunity to enhance diversity in a male-dominated sector.